News Down and Dave.
This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this'll be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta
Dave, what's poppin', bro?
What's up, man?
What it be like?
What's up?
What it be like, Panther Nation? What's poppin', man? What is going on? Well, let's start this. First of all, I need y'all to hit that like button. All right, off the rip, go ahead and hit the like button, cause I gotta tell y'all to do it, because y'all won't do it if we don't tell y'all to do it. So I need y'all to hit that like button. All right, so pound on that like button. But Dave, what's good, bro?
I told y'all we're gonna win, and we won.
Yeah, man. It looks good, man.
What we need to do, and it happened.
It's exciting, man. 1-0. Getting the season started off right. I mean, yo, it was good. Let's get this thing started off properly with the proper introduction with the W. You know what that comes with. All right, shout out to Sweet Caroline. We in here, man. We in the building. It's exciting times, man. 1-0. We expected to get this victory. If you watched last week, you were prepared. You were prepared. If you watched last week, because whatever we said happened, right? Whatever we said happened in last week's show. We set it up for you nice and properly with the position battles. You were prepared if you watched our show, because that happened. Everything happened. What you think, Dave? What are your thoughts, your overall thoughts on the game? Are you a happy camper?
I'm happy. I think we could have done better, but overall I'm happy because we got the victory. But I think our defense played great. I think our offense could have played better, but we played enough to beat them. I was in the chat, like I was lurking the chat, and I saw a lot of folks were super negative. I'm not going to get too super negative after a win. We're going to do stock up, stock down for sure.
Yeah, stock up. Let me just warn y'all, stock up, stock down is happening. It's going to be brief though. We got 3 stock up, we got 3 stock down. We want you to you know, guys, we want you guys to call in. So the phone lines will be open. We want you to discuss this victory. How are you feeling after this? But we're gonna wait. We gotta get through some content. But the phone lines will be open. We want y'all to call in. We need y'all to call in, because if y'all don't, we're not gonna do the segment no more. So we need y'all to call in. All right. But it's definitely happened. Definitely happened. So all right. So Dave, you want to jump right into this? We got a lot to talk about. I don't know if I set this up, so bear with me. Yeah, it's not set up. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. And let me set this up. Let me edit this. I was chilling. I wasn't on my job, fam. I was not on my job, B. Oh yeah, we in here. We in here. We are in here. Y'all like that? Y'all like my art? Do y'all like my art? My art is fire. All right. So this is the week one. No, not that. Not that. Wait, you a little bit behind. You'll see it catch up. My bad about the A&T Jones. But yeah, man, shout out to
Aggie Proud. We won.
Shout out, we did win. Shout out to Pat. He came back in here. He I think he's a Cowboys fan. He came back in the jump. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the Cowboys fans that want to smoke in the comments on the last video. I'm here for all the smoke. Your boy was talking reckless about Dallas Cowboys defensive line. I had to set them straight. He said their defensive line was better and their linebackers were better. So I had to get them straight in the comments. But for all you other fans watching this, all you Falcons fans and everybody else, I want all the smoke in the comments. So hit me up in the comments. I want all the smoke. All right. So Dave, we gotta update everybody on these. Oh no, let's start out with Dave's keys to Carolina. What did we get right, Dave? What did we get right on the keys to Carolina?
I think we definitely got the under 100 yards right.
Yeah, we got that right. Did we? Can we get a check? Oh, my bad.
We didn't even give up 100 yards rushing total between all the backs.
True, that's true.
So that was a bonus. That's
true. But do you think we kept Cam clean up? Can we get a check mark? I put a check mark there because considering the circumstances, I think we kept them clean. All right. We said 2 to 3 sacks. Did we not say 2 to 3 sacks was going to happen?
Yeah. I want it lower, but yeah, that was
considering the circumstances. Darrell Williams goes back down. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I think it's a dub. I think we kept Cam relatively clean. We didn't keep him 100% clean, but we didn't give up 6 sacks either, like the other guys. So I think I checked that box personally. That was on me. I checked that box. I made an executive decision that we kept Cam relatively clean due to the circumstances. All right. And like Dave said, we did keep Zeke under 100 yards, and we kept, like Dave said, we kept all the running backs under 100 yards. So that's a win. All right. That's a win. All right. But did we get these other two, Dave? I don't think Dak threw the ball 29 times. We didn't quite get him there.
29. We missed about 29. But I'll take that because we had a lot of 3 and outs in that game.
Tons of 3 and outs. Tons of 3 and outs, B. Tons. And I don't know if we kept Dallas out the bank. I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know. But I think there was a lot of Cowboys fans there, as there will be at any Dallas Cowboys game. They just roll like that. It is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna roll. We're gonna move on. Let's talk about these injuries, man. We did get the victory, but it came at a cost, fam. A pretty steep cost. Okay, a pretty steep cost. Okay, so we lost.
I'll express my opinion on that later. Let's get through these injuries.
Okay, so Greg Olsen, we lost Greg. It looks like he re-injured the same foot, but it's a different injury. We don't know what that injury is, but it's different according to Ron. It's not the same. It's the same foot, but it's a different injury, and we don't know how long he's going to be out. It's still undetermined at this moment. I watched Ron's press conference. He doesn't know. He seems perturbed to even talk about it. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't think we'll ever find out. It's one of those mystery things. Similar. Ron is being very, 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 very non-transparent about these injuries. He's not saying anything. So we don't know anything. We don't know anything about Greg's injury. And we don't know anything about Darrell Williams' re-injury. I think he was next. Yep, Darrell Williams re-injured. Well, we don't know if he re-injured. They said this is another one where it was a different injury. It's not the same MCL. It's the same leg, I believe, but it's not the same injury. So for all you guys that said, Darrell Williams, he shouldn't have been out there. Well, it's football. Injuries happen 100% of the time. It's just a matter of how severe they are, okay? Injuries happen. It is what it is. You can't predict injuries. So everybody needs to relax on saying he shouldn't have been out there because it's something different, okay? So, Dave, you got an opinion on this?
On Darryl?
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought I remember you in the chat. I don't know if you was in the chat defending. A lot of the guys jumped on him for playing. Um,
Now I know he wants to get. I know he's trying to get his contract right, man.
yeah,
He's
I
trying to
mean,
get that long term deal.
yeah, you can't blame the dude, man. This is a life changing amount of money that he could have made. He saw what Andrew Norwell made. All right, and that's for a guard. Okay, so he knows what he can make a lot of money, and he got out there and tried to play. Okay, we don't know what the severity is, but he tried to make that money. He tried to make that money, and I don't know. I don't know what the injury is, so we're gonna have to wait on it. They haven't called it yet, so they haven't called Greg or Darrell Williams a season yet. So that's a positive. They didn't call it season ending. If it was season ending, we would probably know. So that's all I got to say about that. And then I think we got one more. We got Luke. Luke injured himself. Looked like he hyperextended his knee. Nothing serious. Yeah, nothing serious. Luke always makes funny faces when he gets hurt, bro. Like he always, yeah, I don't, yeah. Luke did get hurt. He got hurt a few times. He looked gassed out there, man. He looked gassed, and I think Ron Rivera said that he actually was trying to take a break here. He was really hurt, but I think he wanted to kind of just get some rest. That's what Rivera said. How true that is, I don't know. I'm just telling you what Rivera said. But he was all over the place. He was gassed. So, well-deserved break for Mr. Kuechly. Dave, any thoughts on Luke?
That's interesting that he created a break.
That's what Ron said. Ron said that, not me. Not
Full
Ron.
time out, man.
Yeah, man. So, no thoughts on Luke?
I'm not worried about Luke. I'm more concerned about the other two, particularly Greg. I'm worried that this might be it, man.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing for Greg, man. I think he might need to call it quits, bro. I hate to see it happen like this for a man that was so durable for so many seasons. Just like everything is piling on him right now. So it sucks. He's definitely a Panther legend. But geez, it sucks, man. I hope he's okay, and I hope he can come back because the offense definitely looked completely different without him out there. I mean, it looked really bad. We weren't prepared. You could tell we were not prepared for a Greg Olsen injury. After he went down, it was nonsense all over the field. But this is our current injury situation. Darrell Williams, we don't know. Greg Olsen, we don't know. Curtis Samuel, looks like he's going to be back week 2, according to the Panthers. Matt Khalil, week 9, we don't know. Maybe not. Hopefully not. Kevon Seymour out indefinitely. Ross Cockrell out for the season. Fozzie Whitaker out for the season. Elijah Hood out indefinitely. Thomas Davis is going to return week 5. And I don't know why Damian Parms is even on there. Y'all can't see him anyway. All right, so that's the injuries. Any last thoughts on the injuries, Dave?
Well, the Darrell Williams injury is going to be interesting because how we're going to assemble this line. But Greg, I don't think Ian's ready as a player, but I think he's up to the challenge.
Nobody can replace Greg, man.
And I think
he's too smart. Greg,
I know that.
Greg,
but there is a reason. There is a reason why we drafted him early.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. He was drafted for this reason, and we traded up to get him too.
Yep.
So just keep that in mind. There is a reason why that happened, and shout out to Ian Thomas. It's his time, man. It's his time. I got a rant about that later on, Dave. Okay. It's gonna be a good one. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready, people. All right, let's move on. Stock up, stock down. Your favorite portion of the show. Let's get it cracking. Stock up, stock down. Let's roll with it.
Literally cracking.
Defensive line, fam. Dave, what you got on the defensive line, B? These dudes was crazy. It was a hell of a game from defensive line and Eric Washington. I threw him in there too. He deserves to stock up.
Yeah, he was my guy. Yo, let me tell you something about that line, man. Carolina had 6 sacks yesterday. 5 of them was by that line. KK got 2.
Yep.
That line was not playing at all.
KK had
That
2.
line.
Not only did KK have 2 sacks, he had 4 quarterback hits too, fam. He was all in the backfield, but he abused Connor Williams. Fam. It wasn't even fair. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Now you good. Nah, but the thing is, we did what we were supposed. That defensive line did everything that I expect them to do all season against an offensive line that has a lot of all pros on it.
Yeah, they do. But they moved around. They moved I think they moved one of their guards to center, and then they started a rookie guard, which KK proceeded to abuse, very harshly. He gave him a welcome to the NFL surprise. It was not good. And then Tyron Smith did not look good either. I mean, he's supposedly like a really good left tackle. I didn't see it. He was getting destroyed. He had a couple penalties getting called on him.
He's an all-pro left tackle.
Yeah, he's an all-pro. Yeah, all-pro left tackle, but he was getting destroyed, B. He was getting destroyed. So, yeah, man, it was a masterful game by the defensive line. They played extremely well.
Yo, Alex, if Eric Washington is the best D coordinator we ever had, that means he's gonna have a head coaching job at the end of the year.
That's facts. But I will say, I mean, guys, I don't want us to get too excited here. That offense is not good. They did not look good at all. And I mean, we deserve some credit because it's a lot. You know, you listen to the radio, you listen to SiriusXM, you listen to ESPN. They're not giving us our defense a no credit. It's just like the Dallas offense is just historically bad. They don't have no weapons. But at the end of the day, our defense deserves credit, a lot of credit. We deserve a lot of credit. And not only that, the secondary stepped up too. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But shout out to the defensive line. 5 sacks from defensive line, and then I think Shaq came in with another one. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. So shout out to the defensive line. Poe, I got to look at the film. When the film comes out, I'll be doing some film reviews, some film breakdowns. But I really want to see how this defensive line worked because it was crazy. It was crazy. It was really good, impressive. I mean, at one point we only rushed 3 guys and got a sack. Like at one point. It was crazy. Like it was crazy. The defensive line is crazy. It's really good. Yeah, we don't have, like Noli said, we don't have to blitz. We didn't blitz a lot. I mean, we blitzed towards the third, fourth quarter. We blitzed a lot. We brought some pressure, but I like the way Eric Washington called it. He called a really good game. He's not as aggressive this is week 1, but he's not as aggressive as Wilkes was. I feel like he's more in line with what McDermott was. McDermott didn't rush enough. I mean, didn't blitz enough to me. But there's a delicate balance between what Washington is doing and what Wilkes did in the past and what McDermott did in the past. It's like a perfect mix. So we'll see what happens. Let's move on though. The clock management, B. Fam, I got a huge bone to pick here. And it was some guys in the chat, in the group me chat, making a lot of excuses for this. But this is not good. This is terrible, Dave. Did you catch this clock management at the end of the second half, or right at the end of the first half?
That was when Cam took his precious little time to spike the ball.
Yes. This is when Cam. God, so here we go. Let me break this down for y'all. So it makes sense because, like I said, it was a lot of cats making excuses for this, and it's unacceptable. You will not see an elite quarterback with the likes of Tom Brady or Drew Brees or somebody else let 20 seconds roll off the clock. It's not happening. So look, 1st and 5, it's 29 seconds left on the clock. Cam hikes the ball. He takes a sack, okay? He took a sack. He should have thrown the ball away right there. Cam should have thrown the ball away instead of taking that sack. You can't take a sack right there. not with any timeouts. You got to throw the ball away. So that's number one. He should have thrown the ball away. Then on 2nd and 5, Cam, it's 20 seconds left at this time. We let 9 seconds roll off the clock. It's 20 seconds left. We set. This man lets the clock roll all the way down to 7 seconds, and then clocks the ball. It was second down, B. It was second down. You have got 2 opportunities with that much time to clock the ball.
At a minimum, we should at least did it once.
At least once. But you had 2. You had second down and you had third down to run up to try to get in the end zone. You had 2 plays potentially to get in the end zone. You have to. And I think at the time, I think it was what? It was 7-0. It really should have been 14-0, but McCaffrey fumbled. So he fumbled. It should have been at this time. It should have been 14-0, but it was 7-0. We should have taken. We should have clocked the ball and at least tried twice to get an end zone. We was on like the 15-yard line. You gotta try to get in there. You gotta try. You can't just settle for 3, man. That's Shula ball. I thought we moved on from that. And then Rivera says, it was a coach. The coach said, "Nah, let's pull back. Let's pull back." And then you got Cam saying it was my decision. They gotta figure that out because that's unacceptable. You gotta bury cats. We can't be going on trying to just let's just take 3 points. Nah, we gotta bury dudes. That's why we almost gave the game away at the end of the game in the fourth quarter. They were still in the game. You gotta bury cats.
Wait, time out. There's other reasons why they were still in the game. We can go to that later. I haven't seen your stock up, stock down, but if who I think should be a stock down isn't there,
yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all know about it.
He's there.
Okay.
But anyway, my point is that you gotta get better with clock management. We had a 2-minute drill in the preseason that was absolutely great, and I thought it would have been fixed, but it's not. So we gotta get better there. You gotta get more aggressive. You gotta try to put dudes away, man. Punish cats. At least try. Don't just give up. You gotta try to put dudes away. Just last days are cool. Nah, I'm gonna take my time. Nah, man. Get in the end zone. But anyway, let's move on. Dante Jackson, stock up. He had a pretty nice game. For Dave, you got any thoughts on him?
On clock management, I hated the way they ended the first half.
Well, I moved on to Dante, but you can finish up.
Dante?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Dante
Finish your clock management.
No, I just hated the way we ended the first half. I was irritated because I felt like we could have done one more play. I just wanted to do one more play. They didn't have to do 2 more plays. I would have been cool with one more play. Even the freaking commentators was like, "What the heck are they doing?"
Yeah.
Like, I would have been cool with just one more play.
We gotta get more aggressive. But all right, moving on. Dante Jackson. All right, Dante is look good. What's your thoughts on Dante?
Yo, he's playing like a rookie should, man. I don't think he didn't make too many mistakes yesterday either. He played a really good game.
Yeah, he played well.
But I'll tell you what, it's very beneficial when you have a front 4.
It did. That's a fair point, Dave. But I'm gonna tell you, here's 2 things. All right. First of all, this was no disrespect to Dallas. No disrespect. Well, never mind. With all disrespect to Dallas, your wide receivers are trash. This was a great warm up. This was a great warm up game. With all disrespect intended, this is a great warm up for us to get our wheels ready for Atlanta. But we not gonna be able to do. Their receivers are trash. And credit to our secondary because they played well. They gave up a lot underneath, but there were some coverage sacks as well. Don't get it twisted. There was some coverage pressure in there. Dak didn't want to throw the ball because there was nobody open on a couple of them sacks. So it works both ways. We always talk about how the front 4 helps the secondary, but the secondary also helps the front 4, and it was a perfect synergy in this game, and it allowed Dante. And shout out to Dante Jackson because he wanted all the smoke. He even came up and got Zeke on a couple times actually. A couple times he came up and got Zeke. He's a physical dude.
Third leading tackle on the team.
Yep, you're right. Third leading tackler on the team. He get 5 tackles. Hey, man, Dante looks good, man. And he has incredible closing speed. We seen it on a couple film sessions that we did, but he has incredible closing speed. You might get something, but he's gonna bring you down pretty quickly because he can close. But he's playing outside. He's definitely playing. Shout out to Noli who called that way a long time ago. He's playing outside. He's not playing slot. He's playing outside. So shout out to Noli on that. All right, let's keep it moving. Amini, your guy, Dave. Go ahead and give it to him. Pause.
There's a combination of things that occurred, right? Like, we wanted to put it on the clock management, and that's fair. That's a fair assessment. You can put it on the clock management. I put on this guy for having his foot in the way on the freaking field goal extra point that we could have had.
It's facts.
This guy here, he was a liability on the line. He was a liability on special teams. It's just the guy is killing me. He's killing me. He's killing me. Like, the dude is a liability across the board. Like, and then when I saw what happened with the extra point, I was like, could it be Amini? And of course, it was Amini. I was like, it's not JJ.
Yo, you lying, yo.
It wasn't JJ.
Did that really go through your head, bro? Did that really go through your head?
Yo, son, I was like, because JJ never does this.
JJ never messes up.
Never does this. He doesn't make mistakes. Like, when I heard JJ's name, I'm thinking to myself, no, this couldn't have been JJ. No.
That's funny.
No, it wasn't JJ. It was Amini. And his foot in the way, costing us extra point. And that's the reason why Dallas had hope.
Yeah.
That would have made it a 2-possession game.
That made it correct. That made it because it was 16-8. That missed field goal made it a 2-possession game. So yeah, a 1-possession game. Sorry.
It would have changed the other. We were up. They were shut out at that point.
Yeah.
So we would have been up 17-0.
Yes, we would have been up 17-0, and
so then it would have changed their whole philosophy on what to do next. Instead
correct.
Of going for 2 points, it would have changed. It would have made it a 3-possession game. But no, not a meanie.
Yo, that's funny, yo.
We gotta put our foot in the way.
That's funny. That dude said not JJ. It was. He said in my head, is it a meanie? Yo, that's funny. Yo, that's funny. Yo, I mean, like Jerome said, like Jay Simp said, he is playing out of position. He should not be playing a right tackle, which is why I thought we brought in Corey Robinson. Then proceeded to say Corey Robinson is ready just in case, but then you don't play him. Like, coach speak is really starting to irritate me. Like, just say Corey Robinson ain't ready. If you prepare for this, you traded for a guy, but then don't play him and Amini gets every opportunity to fail. Every opportunity, every turn he gets a chance to fail, and he has failed every time. There has not been one point where he succeeded.
Just remember who drafted him.
But still, he still gets he gets brought back. He was not with us for a little bit. He got brought back. And my point is this. Okay, maybe Robinson wasn't ready, but don't then proceed say he was ready. Don't say he was ready when he really not ready. Like, come on, man.
I'm not gonna don't get me started with coach speak. That's a whole other discussion for today.
Oh, boy, just bear with me, people. All right, let's move on. We done gave Amini all the business.
But I like Amini, man, as a person, but as a player, man,
he gotta go, man.
Me a lot.
He gotta go.
No, he can't go. No, he cannot go.
He gotta. Anytime he's on the field,
in disarray, he cannot go.
Anytime he's on the field, if I see 65 trot out there, it's gonna be problems.
And by the way, just to clear this up, Marcus, Gettleman did not draft him. Hurney drafted him.
That's why he's here. All right.
That's why he's still here.
And that's why he gets every single opportunity to fail. Every opportunity. Yep. At every turn, he's back. All right. So let's move on. Shaq Thompson had a really nice game. Man, I really get the warm and fuzzies thinking about life after TD because he's looking good. He's looking good. We were a little worried. Shaq, we were a little worried. Is Shaq the man? Is he the right guy? But, boy, he looks good. He looks good.
9 total tackles, 5 solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. Pretty good day.
Yeah, very good day. I mean, he's had stock up a couple times, so we expect this. We've seen this. We expected to see this. So it's nothing else to say, man. I feel great. For life after TD, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good. Dave, you got anything else on Shaq? I mean, he's balling.
I'm concerned about these Shaq heads talking about we didn't want to sign him. Of course, I wanted to sign him.
I never said not to sign. I don't think y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I just said Jermaine Carter could potentially, the way he was playing in the preseason, Jermaine Carter could give us a reason to not sign him if we didn't want to. Now, we'll say this. With Darrell Williams being injured, it opens up a whole nother that's a whole nother bucket of money to freed up, okay? So with Darrell Williams not being here or potentially not getting a huge contract, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I ever said it. I could have flip-flopped. I could have. I
don't think I ever said not to pay Shaq. I might have said.
I know I said I wouldn't commit to it. I wouldn't commit to it because he's about to get paid. But I mean, he's balling. If we do re-sign him, I wouldn't be mad at all. But with Darrell Williams, like I said, with Darrell Williams going down, it opens up a whole nother bucket of money, bro. But go ahead.
I put it to you this way. He's a tag candidate, at worst.
Yeah, I agree there.
Tag candidate.
I agree there. All right, let's move on. There's nothing else to say about Shaq. He's balling right now. Dave.
Shout out to Pat, man. It takes somebody some guts to talk all that trash and then come back in here and give props when props is due. So I appreciate that, man. So you have a good one, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Dave, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this, man.
He just popped up on my screen, man. So I'm like, oh.
I didn't want to do this, man. Yeah, I know how much I love DJ Moore, right? What's going on here, man? Dave, can you please tell me what's going on with DJ Moore? Please give me something. Dave, please give me something good. Because if you don't, pause. If you don't, Dave. Dave, if you don't give me something good, pause. Dave.
Something, bro.
Dave.
Listen, man, you know how Rivera can get sometimes. I love Rivera as a coach. But you know how he get, man. That man went over 100 miles in 77. He doing impossible feats on highways that stay in traffic.
Dave.
You can't, I stand by he might be in a little bit of the doghouse. Now, they've been saying that he's been trying to get a feel for the offense, which is fine. That's cool. We can roll with that.
Dave.
But
that's not good enough.
Listen, man, I'm telling you how this thing goes down. Like, you know how Rivera does when folks get in the doghouse. It could be plausible that he doesn't know the offense completely yet.
Dave,
they're not ready to put him out there.
That's not good.
And it could be that, you know how Rivera is with his vets. His vets is always ahead of the game. You know, he old school, man.
All right.
He was on the 85 Bears, fam.
Okay, Dave, that's enough. I'm sick of this.
I'm
all right.
Just saying, though.
This is unacceptable. DJ Moore, let me get in my bag for a second. DJ Moore played 17 offensive snaps, and his only touch of the game was a swing pass that technically counted as a rush. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't even count as he didn't get any targets, B. Not one target, not a target, not a look. 17 snaps is not. It's not acceptable. And you know what I'm saying? Look, I hear it's BS. This all I see in the chat cast is BS. He's a rookie. It's week one. That's BS. That's BS, fam. It's BS. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why it's BS. You want me to tell you why it's BS, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Ridley, he didn't get any catches, but guess what? He's playing 65% of snaps. He's on the field,
but no catches.
No, he didn't get no. But you have to be on the field to get a catch, right, Dave? You have to be on the field to get. Dave, you have to be on the field to get a target to get a catch, correct?
That's fair.
Step one is getting on the field, right?
Sure.
Okay. Anthony Miller. Anthony Miller from the Bears. You remember my guy? You remember him? You remember him? 56%. 56% of snaps. 56% of snaps, B. Oh, it gets better, Dave. It gets better, Dave. Dante Pettis from the 49ers. 72% of snaps, Dave.
Stop. That's not fair.
72%, Dave.
That's not fair.
Dave.
Goodwin got hurt.
Dave. Okay, Dave. Michael Gallup. 45% of snaps.
Stop. Did you see the that Gallup was out there?
45%. Dave, you have to get this man on. Dave, who's the best receiver on the field?
Right now?
Who's the best receiver?
Right now for Carolina?
Yes.
It's Funches right now, man.
No, he's not. That's my point. He's not the best receiver. The best receiver right now is Jerry's Wright. That's the best receiver we have. And you know who should be on the field?
Actually, is McCaffrey.
No, true, but that's a whole nother discussion. But Dave, why is DJ Moore not on the field, fam? I'm sick of Rivera. Oh, he is trying to learn 3 positions. Stop babying this man, fam. Get out there. You got to get out there. You have to be on the field to make plays, B. You can't be out there 17 snaps and do something. He's electric, fam. He's electric. He needs to be on the field. I would have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad, Dave. Let me finish, Dave. Let me finish, Dave. I wouldn't have been mad if he would have played 50% of snaps and had 0 receptions. I wouldn't have been mad. I would not have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad because you have to be on the field to run a route, to get a reception, to get experience. You have to be on the field, fam. You got to be on the field. You got to play him. I'm sick of this, man. We got Torrey Smith playing 85% of snaps. You got to pay him. Play him. You got to play the guy, fam. It's no excuses. You got guys, again, I'm going to go back to Moton. You had a guy that could have been playing left tackle, could have saved us last year. You got guys like Dante Jackson. If Cockrell got hurt, would Dante Jackson be playing right now?
Might not have.
If Greg Olsen and Manhurst didn't get hurt, will we know that Ian Thomas is that good?
Yeah, but
none of our rookies would have got any play if dudes wouldn't have got hurt.
But the thing is, the question is whether or not you think they're ready.
What do you mean? You gotta play. You gotta play dudes, man.
Listen, man. But most teams don't like throwing quarterbacks out there first game.
That's quarterbacks. This is receivers. You gotta put the dudes out there. You gotta put dudes out there, man. It's unacceptable, fam. DJ Moore is our best. He could be our best receiver, B. And you not playing him. He's electric, man. You gotta play this dude, man. Get him the ball, B. 17. That's unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. It's unacceptable.
But you're attacking like crazy, but you don't know if he knows everything he needs to know.
Dave.
But you're assuming that he knows everything.
Dave.
I think I want to see more of him too, but I'm just trying to explain to you. Maybe
Dave.
He doesn't know everything.
Come on, man.
Listen.
It's not acceptable.
I know you want to see him more. See what I did there?
It's not.
I know you want to see him more, but
it's not acceptable.
Listen, I know.
Stop making excuses for this dude, man.
But you know how Ron is with his veterans, fam.
I know, but that don't make it okay. That's my point. That's why I pointed this out early. I knew this was gonna happen. I pointed this out early. You gotta play this man. If anything, listen. The biggest problem, the reason why we couldn't do ish in the pass game was because guys can't get separation. Funches ain't getting separation. Torrey got a little separation. Wright gets open. That's why he gets receptions, because he gets open. DJ Moore runs a 4.4, correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
You got to play him, man.
All right. So here's the question. Percentage-wise, where do you have because of the 100 plus mile an hour incident versus the fact he might know the players?
I
What
don't
do you
get.
have the percentage?
Listen,
of that? No,
here's.
like?
I think it's zero, man. Because if you're gonna punish this cat, suspend him a game, B. Suspend him a game and get it over with. Don't just have him out there just lollygagging, not doing anything. That's a waste of time.
So where do you think he'll be once Samuel comes back? You think he'll be ahead of Samuel?
That's my point. Like, yo, you got Curtis. Curtis ain't gonna get. I guarantee you, Curtis would have had just as many snaps as DJ Moore. And we still got guys that can't get separation. We look exactly like we look like. Our receivers looked exactly the same as they did last year. No non-separating cats. This is why DJ Moore was drafted. You drafted this guy in the first round. Play him.
But I think Samuel would get more. I think Samuel would have got more snaps than what DJ got in the last.
And that's incorrect. Funches did not catch all the balls that went his way. That's incorrect. I just rewatched the game. He had a drop, a couple of them. Get guys that can separate. All right, let's move on, man. I'm done. I'm done. Ron, play the man. Play the man. All right, let's move on. All right, and this goes into my point with the snap counts. So snap counts. I put this together. You probably can't. You do what you can to see it. Y'all know the routine. But DJ Moore, you can see that right above us. 25% of snaps. 25% of snaps. Your number one pick. Meanwhile, other guys out here eating. Other rookies drafted later with better receiving cores out there eating. So a couple things here. A notable thing I saw with these snap counts, I saw that McCaffrey, 85% of snaps to C.J. Anderson's. He's at the bottom. You can't see his name, but he only got 18% of snaps. It's kind of what we expected. They both have 5 yards of carry. I'm happy with the run. With this, it looked very similar to last year.
It looks similar, but he got more touches.
Yeah,
he averaged 12. He averaged 12 last year. This year he hit 19. He hit 19 yesterday.
Yeah, so that's impressive.
The touches went up. Like I wanted at least 20, but I mean 19. I can't complain too much. My bigger beef, and this is me going on fantasy, is that these vultures, fam. These vultures gotta stop. These vultures gotta stop.
Arma definitely got him one.
Cam did too.
Well, Cam, that's what Cam does.
I know, but no, no. And it's funny. This is one of the first times in a long time that McCaffrey actually got a better yards per average than Cam. And Cam got the majority of the carries too.
Cam had like 13 carries. That has to stop. That has to stop.
Yeah, like
that has to stop, man. We look the same as we looked last year, man. It has to stop. Cam got to stop being out there, out there wilding, man. Like, I mean, it's cool. It's all good to somebody get hurt. The read option is cool. It was unexpected for me to see it. But it was a G check. It's saying, hey, I can still do this. So it was dope. I kind of like the read option flavor, and he got it all out the way pretty early. He had a couple more runs that were less successful. They definitely adjusted, but Cam definitely G checked him early when he got like 50 rushing yards on a drive.
When I kept seeing Cam taking these carries, I'm like, why are you taking these hits?
I mean, I got to go back and look to see how many of them were design runs, because I don't think he had too many scrambles. I mean, he didn't have too many clean.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He did not. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't have too many clean pockets either. He had a couple, and then when he did, it seemed like when he had a clean pocket, when Cam had a clean pocket, he tended to rush. Like it was like, wow, I actually got a clean pocket, and he ended up dumping off to McCaffrey. Those are the passes that you should be finding somebody, but I bet you what he saw was no separation. And I can't wait till the all-22 comes out, because if I watch this all-22 film and dudes aren't getting separation and DJ Moore ain't on the field, I'm gonna report back, and it's gonna be some problems. You got to get DJ Moore out there, man. He's too good. Too good. But yeah, y'all are right. I mean, they did keep crashing. They did keep crashing, and he took what the defense gave him. That's why I said he G-checked him. He G-checked him early. He got like 50 of his rushing yards like off those read option plays. So it's cool. It's cool. I'm cool with Cam running, but 13 he ended up with 13 rushes and led the team in rushing. That has to stop. That has to stop. That has to stop.
Like, and that's my thing, right? So like hypothetically, I'll give Cam half that. We'll say for the sake, I'll round up. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she had to do round-up problems tonight. I'll round up for the sake of it. So 7. We'll say he has to run 7 times. The other 6 or 7 needs to go to the other backs. They need to go to McCaffrey or CJ or Arma. But the fact that he was the leading, like he had the most carries is a problem. That is a problem.
It is.
Cannot happen.
Yeah, it's got to stop, man. And I get it. Take what the defense gives you. If it's open, take it. But some of them joints was, and a couple of them were QB sneaks too. So, I mean, that kind of, we got to go back I got to go back and look at the film to see what was up. But a lot of the times we started with we couldn't run the ball as much because we ended up with the down distance was crazy. We would get a penalty and we would drop way back and we had to end up throwing. So, but go ahead, Dave. My bad.
All right, so let's be clear. Christian McCaffrey and C.J. Anderson both averaged 5 yards per carry.
Yeah.
So it's not a situation where we didn't have running backs that could average a better carry than Newton. Matter of fact, they averaged better than Cam. Like both of them did.
The narrative the narrative that McCaffrey that's got to stop, man. He's a running back, B. He's a running back, man. Stop it, man. He averaged 5 yards a carry. Stop it, man. Just stop, please. Stop it. Jesus. All right, let's talk about these rankings real quick, Dave, and then try to open up these phone lines for a little bit. So right now we ranked 2nd in the NFC South. The Bucks laid the shellacking on the Saints, which is crazy.
Yo, like I was mad at myself that I didn't do a Bucks Saints stack. I would be rich right now. I would be rich. I might not necessarily won, but I would have at least been in the top 10. The guy that won the whole Millie Maker in DraftKings, he started Ryan Fitzpatrick, and the name of his screen name was Chalk, because chalk is a term of you play the obvious players. And he played Fitzpatrick, he had Connor, and he played pretty much Bucks and Saints for the rest of it. He had Kamara, he had Evans, Godwin, he played them all. Oh, he had Deshaun.
Yeah.
Balling.
So the Bucks are there was no defense played in that game. Let's be honest. The Saints defense definitely regressed. The Bucks no defense to speak of. They were playing 1-on-1 and the Saints corners were just getting beat. It was long balls, no safety help. It was just bad. It was a bad game, but we're not here to talk about that. We'll talk about them when we get to them. Right now we rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 in the NFC. I mean, we're gonna keep these updated. It's early. I mean, we know that. And that's.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Like, I'm props to the Bucks for making the win happen. I'm curious to see what you guys are gonna do once Jameis is back.
No, you don't play Jameis. He lost his spot, fam.
Boy. I guess you're not aware of the Ryan Fitzpatrick flowchart.
I mean, I'm just
You
saying.
know about the Ryan Fitzpatrick flowchart?
Hey, man, whatever.
I'm just saying. This is step 3 of the Ryan Fitzpatrick flowchart.
All right,
Step
so
3.
let's update you guys on the defense and offensive rankings. Keep in mind this does not include 4 teams because they are playing right now, or 2 of them are playing right now. 2 of them play at 10-20. Total defense, we are tied for 3rd. And just before I get these off, a lot of the we kind of mirrored the Falcons. Like the rankings are very similar between the 2 teams. Like we're tied with them for 3rd in total defense. The pass defense is is third. Obviously, I mean that you gotta take that with a grain of salt. Dallas's offense was not good. Their weapons, there are none. So got it. Context with the stats, okay? Content. The rush defense, it was 9. That's impressive, keeping Zeke under 100. He had 69 rushes on 15 attempts. Impressive there. Total offense, we ranked 24th, which is very similar to last year. Pass offense, 24th, very similar to last year. And rush defense, 5, very similar to last year. So we got to get better.
Rush offense is 5.
I mean, I'm sorry, rush offense. My bad. I got defense there. My bad. Rush offense is 5th. Sorry about that typo.
I'm here to help.
Yeah, thank you, man. You should have proofread it. But all right. No, it's cool. But rush offense is 5th. Those offensive statistics are very similar to last year.
Not bottom 5 though.
Say what?
But not bottom
true.
5, but not any much better than what Shule's been delivering either.
But I mean that's without the 4 teams too, so we could be better. All right. So let me see what else I got. I don't think I got anything else. Yeah, that's it there. Now I'm about to open up these phone lines. Y'all go ahead and
Yo, what in the hell? Wait, what in the hell are the Jets doing?
Hold on. All right.
Oh God, man, I'm about to lose. Somebody started Sam Darnold against me. I'm about to lose.
Yo, that's crazy.
This is crazy.
Y'all rough. All right, y'all. If y'all want to sound off, if y'all think I'm crazy for DJ Moore, the DJ Moore rant, let me know. Y'all can dial in at any point. But I gotta check my fantasy scores real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Feel free to dial in, because I'm about to take this fade. This is bad.
Yo, what you looking like in the LB league?
Man, if Robert Woods goes off, I'm gonna lose. And I had Connor on the bench.
Yep. So let's get it cracking. I need some phone callers, B. Oh, we can end this thing early. And I ain't never doing the phone calls again. Cause y'all don't be calling in, fam.
Yo, I'm trying to look at what the heck's going on with these Jets. They are destroying Detroit. Like, no wonder. Matt Castle threw 4 interceptions.
All right.
Look at that.
Well, that's
Who
good.
got first?
Whoops. I don't want to see that. Yo. All right. What's good?
Hey, this is Marcus. I just was wondering, what did you guys think about how Taylor Moton did? I think I was kind of worried about how he looked out there. Hey, this is Marcus.
Austin.
Oh. Hold on 1 second, Austin. All right. For Moton.
Bad calls, yo.
Yo, hold on 1 second, peeps.
Yeah, I'll call back.
No, you good. Hold on 1 second.
The others.
Hold on 1 second.
Hello?
Hold on 1 second, peeps. Let's get through this one question first. So I thought Moton did very well. Starting out, he was rough. It was very rough. Okay, it was very rough starting out. But I think he ended up getting in the groove. He ended up getting in the groove later on, and I think he held it down. That's just my personal opinion. I didn't get a chance to really dive into tape, but we only gave up 3 sacks, so I'm happy with that.
I was pretty impressed with how the line played considering the circumstances. And I thought Mo did a phenomenal job at left tackle. I really did. So I'm looking forward to see how he does for the entire season. And this is just like Rashad went off about Moton and how we sat him. So then the question comes back like, was it good to sit him? Then we just let him just sit there because of veterans in front of him. So those are the basics you're going to have at a later date. But Moton looked good. I was impressed.
All right, Marcus. Thanks for calling. We got a bunch of calls. All right, so yeah, thanks for calling. We got to get to the next caller. All right, 856. What's popping?
What's going on? It's your boy Marcus. Yo, what's happening?
Another Marcus. What's good, man?
Yeah, man. Yo, so I'm looking at our offense. Let's just get this out the way. So I'm looking at our offense. If DJ Moore were to get these snaps on the field, right? And like basically, what do you think our starting receiving core should be besides Devin Funchess and Torrey Smith?
I don't want Torrey Smith on the field.
DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel.
I don't think Torrey Smith should be on the field. I like Wright coming in certain situations, but I don't think DJ Moore should be getting Torrey Smith snaps. This is my personal opinion. I don't. Maybe he's not ready, but you got to get this dude on the field in some way, shape, form, or manner. He should not be. This is my concern about keeping Torrey Smith, because I knew this was going to happen, and Torrey Smith ends up playing 85% of snaps. I knew this was going to happen. And it's week 1. Maybe it changes. It has to. If this continues through the Atlanta game, I'm gonna be pissed. Straight up.
So what do y'all think about using him as like a gadget guy if he's not ready to like run the full offense? Using him as like a gadget guy.
I'm not interested in gadget DJ Moore. I rather for
me. He can do it though.
I know he can, but my thing is, I don't want us to get into the gadget. Like you can't have Funches sit, right? And I like what Jarius Wright is doing as a third wide receiver for the team. So the only on the slot is where Torrey's at. He's got to take some of Torrey's snaps, or you're going to play more 4 receiver sets. And I don't think that's what we're rolling with. We played a lot more 2 tight end sets in that game yesterday. So if we're not going to play too many 4 wide receiver sets, then we need to try to get him on the field more often. He's going to have to split with Torrey.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
But all right, Marcus, we got to move on. We got like 3 more callers. Appreciate the call.
Got you. No doubt.
Have a good one,
704. What up?
Yo.
Austin, what's popping, bro?
Man, it's Austin.
What's good, man?
Man, not much, man. A couple things. I definitely agree with you with the DJ Moore thing. I was also thinking, if we don't play him over Torrey Smith, I have a bad feeling he's gonna get lost when Curtis Samuel comes back.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. Man, I agree. That's a great point. I think Dave alluded to that earlier. It's a good point. It could happen. It could happen.
Because I think Curtis is going to get the opportunities because he's been in the league a while. He's been hurt. He's been in the league more has.
One more year.
Yeah, but it counts, man.
It does. I agree, but he's not better than DJ Moore. Let's be clear. DJ Moore is our most talented wide receiver. Period. Get him the ball, fam.
I definitely see that one.
DJ Moore is our most talented receiver. It's 25. What was it? 25% of snaps is unacceptable. But I agree. I think he might get lost in the sauce, and I think both of them are in trouble. Both of them, Curtis and DJ Moore, because we get in this mode where we like playing our vets, and there it is. You know, so I agree with you. I
have one more thing too. Just going back. So I was at the game on Sunday. Man, these Cowboys fans were out of pocket.
They were everywhere.
Quiet the whole game. All of a sudden, they just cheering. Oh, go ahead.
No, so what was it like? 50% Cowboy fans?
Man, it seemed like maybe 40%.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It was wild. So like one of my friends, whatever, he called me or he sent me a text message while I was at the game. It's like, man, I hear a lot of Cowboys fans on TV.
I did too.
Like, dang.
I heard it too. My sound system is kind of vicious. I heard the cheers when they would do something. But yeah, we got to fix that. That's what the Roaring Riot is for, though, man. If y'all not members, get down, because we try to take over stadiums. We try to take over other people's stadiums too. But
I should be at the game too, man. But yeah, I'll see you there.
All right, Austin, we got to move on. Yeah, we got. Yeah, all right, Austin.
See
you, Austin.
919, what's popping?
Hey, yo, it's Eddie.
Eddie, what's good, my G?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, first thing, my fantasy team is doing amazing.
What you looking like? What you looking like right now?
Yo, I got 149.9 points, and I still got the Rams defense to play tonight.
Jesus.
Yeah, y'all kill it. It's a lot of high scoring teams in the league right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold on.
What you got, man?
But I was calling because I think, let me see, I thought Bradbury had a pretty good game.
He was quiet.
But,
quiet game.
Sure. Quiet game, but that's what you want. That means he was covering his dude. That's
Facts.
Maurice Carter.
But
next thing I was going to say was, Shaq has been, if Shaq continues to play the way he is, do y'all think that when he comes back, when we do go to that nickel set, we're gonna put TD on the side.
No, we're not putting TD to the side. That's not happening.
I don't know, man.
No sirree. Nope. TD's gonna play. TD gonna start.
I don't know, man. I think you
Going
gotta.
to start.
That. Yo, we don't.
You know
Yo,
he's going to start.
Eddie, you know,
Like,
Eddie, you know
he
good
just-
as well as anybody else, man. We don't disrespect Panther Legends on this podcast, so I can't believe you
Eddie.
posed that question. I can't believe
But
you set us up, B.
No, he didn't. Because TD's gonna start. Dude, we just had a whole rant. You just had a whole rant on DJ
I did.
Moore, and you know why he ain't playing.
I did. That's why Shaq should start.
And that's exactly why he's not gonna start, and that's why TD's gonna be there.
I don't know.
You know how this is gonna go down.
It's gonna be very
Once
interesting.
that fifth game shows up, we gonna be saying what up, TD.
Is TD estrogen free? That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no clue. The way Shaq is playing, is hard to take him off the field, man.
That means you need
it's
to put him
hard.
on the other side.
It's hard to
If
take
you
him off
wanna
the field.
continue to start, pause. But if you want to continue to start Shaq, that means you got to put him on the other end. It's that simple.
But we saw what happens when we put Shaq on, like, slot wide receivers. Shaq can't handle that speed, but he can definitely line up against a tight end or a running back.
TD can't handle that either. Not at this age. TD took a little step back. I'd rather have Shaq out there than TD.
So
he ain't got that same quick step he used to.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to see what we have in Shaq before it's too late and we're trying to figure out if we want to resign.
I agree. That's why I say play Shaq. You got to play the youth, man. But all right, Eddie, we got a couple more calls. We got to keep it moving, man.
I got you, fam.
All right, appreciate you calling in.
Matt Khalil's left knee.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. 910, what's popping?
What's up, y'all? It's Jared, man.
Jared, what's up,
what's
man?
up, Jared?
Nothing much. I just had what was y'all observations on Taylor Moton? I felt like he maybe had a couple of penalties for cutting blocks, and I don't think he gave up many sacks.
I don't think he gave up that many sacks.
No, I'm telling y'all, I watched the game a little bit before, like 30 minutes before we started, and he looked rough starting out. He was not prepared. Like, you could tell it was a rude awakening for him. He gave up a couple. And I got to look at the film to get a really true assessment of him. But later on, he definitely settled in. He settled in, fam. He settled in, and I was happy with how he played later on, which makes me upset because we had this guy sitting on the bench, and we just didn't play him. We didn't play him. We had him.
That's just the nature of our team.
That's what we do, man.
It's not cool, man. It's not cool. I get it, man. I know. Trust me. I understand what I'm working. That's why it makes me so mad, because we have these guys and we just don't play them, man. This is why I get so upset.
If he only
Shaq is in year 4 right now. Yep.
If he only allowed one pressure, then he had a phenomenal debut at left tackle. Phenomenal debut. And we can't be mad at that. We can't.
All right,
Considering
man.
that we put him in 3 different spots.
Yeah, he played everywhere. He checked every box. He's not like a meanie where he's failed every time.
Yeah, man.
He's actually excelling everywhere he's been.
Emil is kicking.
He said
heights.
Emil. This ain't Amini is not Rockefeller, fam.
Well, Emil wasn't that long either.
Yo, that's funny. But all right, Jerry, you got anything else?
No, that's all for me.
All right, appreciate the call in, man.
Just remember, if you wanna
919, what's poppin'?
gotta drop Emil.
Hey man, it's Maurice. How you doing? Fam?
Maurice, what's good, fam?
What's up, man?
Not too much, man. It's that Bronco calling.
Attitude check. Attitude check.
Hats off to the Aggies. You're doing your thing.
Come on,
you get
man.
Credit.
You already know what it is.
Look, man.
It's all love.
We about to run this table again. We about to run this table again. What's gonna happen?
I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you. Listen, a couple things. Look, don't forget the way Norv was feasting on DJ Moore. Let's not forget that.
That's true.
Norv
That's
is
what
in control of this offense.
Yo, but that says a
It's
lot.
early, fellas.
That's true, but that's what makes it so frustrating, man.
It's early.
That's true. It is early. It is. But
He's going to peel Ron back.
At some point.
Go ahead. He's going to use his weapons, fellas.
At some point, early has to stop. Early is going to stop. At week 6.
He's going to use his weapons.
At week 6, we can't say it's early no more.
Hey, listen. Look at it now. You got all the speed in the world. You got Bird returning punts, kickoffs, whatever.
Boy, did he look good doing it, too.
You got Samuels, and you got Moore. Those are our weapons, man. He's going to use them. We just got to give him time. It's game 1.
We didn't.
It's not the middle of the season. It's game 1, fellas. Come on.
That's true. Maybe he
got a Super Bowl, correct?
He does. Several of them, I think.
All right. He knows what to do. Have a little faith in him.
So you just say I need to chill out and trust Noah, huh?
Well, Samuels. I called you guys. We talked about Samuels, man, and I told you guys a long time ago, Shad, I saw your tape, and I was like a big supporter of what you did. Last year, whenever you was reviewing Samuels.
No, you a long time listener then. Appreciate that.
On that boat, yo.
Appreciate it, man.
On that boat, man, and I'm gonna tell you something. Samuels with that machine, I think that he's right there with Moore, and I think we're gonna use both of them. And I think our attack is on its way. It's coming.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
He's got to get used. He's got to get used to Noah's system, and he's got to shorten that drop, man. He's got to knock down those 7 steps. Maybe knock him down to about 5 or 4. He's got to get that ball out quicker. And, when those boys get together and start pulling and start blocking like Roden did in preseason, it's going to be crazy, man. Look at the defense. Now the offense is going to step into its own and do what we need them to do.
I hope you're right, man. That's what makes it frustrating because we know what we have. I just want them to use it now. But maybe we were saving it. Maybe you're right. Maybe we were saving it for the Falcons.
We got a long way to go, man. Because the goal is not playoffs. The goal is winning the Super Bowl.
You're right.
Not just to play in it.
You're right. All right, man. We got a couple more calls. We got to move on, man. I appreciate the call.
I appreciate it, man.
Yep.
All right.
Good one, man.
All right, later.
843, what's good?
Hey, what's up? This your boy Adrian from the South Carolina Charleston area. Hey, I was just going back and I was just reviewing, watching film or whatever, and I was just going back what you were saying about DJ Moore. What the last caller said, man, I totally agree with the last caller. What he was saying, basically, we got to give these guys time. Like, the whole offense we've got going on, we got a new coordinator. Just give him some time, I mean, I feel like it's a process. It's a long season. All these players got to play. All of them got to play because I believe everyone deserves to play. Torrey Smith has to play. I mean, he knows the system. He's a veteran guy. Just give DJ Moore some time. Like, I don't fully agree with the stock down, but just give him some time.
All right. So y'all saying I gotta be patient. All right. I'm gonna hold off, but I'm telling y'all, don't keep making excuses for it when it's week 3 and he still ain't got a catch. That's all, and he playing 50% of the snaps.
But you know what, man? Something's got to give next week.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the reason why I think something's got to give next week, and we're gonna do our preview on Wednesday, because we're gonna do 2 episodes a week. But something's got to give next week when we go into Atlanta, and we got another rookie that went a couple picks after, a rookie wide receiver that went a couple picks after DJ Moore.
Yep.
So something's gonna have to give, because I know Moore's gonna feel the type of way if Ridley has a good game against us.
And you know who he is, because all that underneath, he gonna have a good game.
I'm not saying that's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
But you got to think about the psychology between the two teams.
Right.
So, I don't think, I know that Rivera has to be thinking about that.
You got to play this dude,
absolutely,
man. But I feel
like after week 7, week 8, we're not even going to be having this discussion.
I hope you're right.
Going to be getting off, you know what I mean? So
I hope you're right.
Like it's way too early to even call anything right now. It's just one game.
I agree. It's early.
We just haven't. I'm just saying, the best receiver in the draft, only taking 25% of snaps. Like I said, I get it. If he was on the field running routes and just not getting targeted, I get it. But I have a huge concern, because he's just not even on the field. That's just a completely different. It's a whole nother discussion, man. But I feel you. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna chill. But by week 3, I don't know. I might not be so happy. It might be a lot worse. But man, I appreciate the call. Hey, be safe out there too, man. You evacuating?
We leaving tomorrow morning.
Facts. All right, man. Be safe out there, man.
Hugo, fam. So don't do all that. Just make your move and get out of there.
All right, man.
I appreciate it, fellas. Y'all have a good blessed one.
You too. 704. Right. What's up, man? I appreciate you waiting. You've been waiting a long time. Jay Simp, what's popping, bro?
What's up, man?
How y'all doing, man?
Yeah, we hanging in there, man.
Biggest takeaways, man. That defense. Woo, that was a performance. That was epic performance. I'm really excited to see those guys play. But the realest thing I really want to talk about is how do we throw Daryl out there like that? How do we do that to that man?
I don't think, but I question that, and I'm going to tell you why. I question that because I think there's more to it than just throwing Daryl out there. I think Daryl thought he was ready, and I think Daryl's also thinking about the fact that he's trying to get paid. Like Daryl
knew that, but from a medical standpoint and a coaching standpoint, obviously every player is going to tell you he's ready to go. I want that in a player. I don't want a player sitting here telling me like, "No, I can't do it. It hurts too much." No, I want a guy who says, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." It was like bringing him. You got to bring him off the field, right?
Yeah, but at the same,
you got to protect your guys and think about the long-term future. Like one more week or 2 more weeks. I mean, I think that just shows how desperate we were. Obviously, Amini's playing.
No. I ain't going there. I'm not going there, so.
You don't think it shows how desperate we were?
No, absolutely not. I think Daryl wanted to come back. Like, I think he wanted to come back for the opener. I think he had a goal to come back for the opener because I think he knows that he's leaving money on the table. So he knows that he is an all-pro player on an offensive line.
And to
he would have been the top free agent coming out. So he needs to show it. The injury was a huge setback for him. So he's trying to think about long-term for him. Because if he would have sat too long, like there was talks that he was going to might have to go on IR. That would have impacted his salary for the future. So he thought about his future. He took a risk.
No, absolutely. Again, from a player standpoint, I understand Daryl's position. But from a coaching standpoint, it's like, all right, we have 3 offensive linemen down in training camp, or 2 or 3, and then it shows like, all right, I think to me it says we're desperate because it's like we're willing to put this guy's long-term future at risk.
I mean, what do you?
Just so we don't have to play Amini and we don't have to play Corey.
I mean, so two things. I got 2 things. First thing was that from what they were told, from what Ron said, it's a completely different injury. It's not. He didn't re-injure anything. So I mean, injuries. It's no way to get around. I understand the argument if it was he re-injured something similar to Greg, or if Greg's re-injury was a re-injury. We don't know. But if it comes out to be that it was a completely different injury, I mean, what are we supposed to do? I mean, if the team doctors say yay, he says yay. I mean, what are we supposed? I mean, who are you supposed to go? What are the coaches supposed to do? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they get paid for. They get paid to say yay or nay. And if both of them says yes, what are you supposed to do? And he's going through practice looking good. What are you supposed to do?
And I don't think the Panthers will sacrifice
this injury. I would expect him to be back week 4 at the earliest.
No, well, they said.
And I'm not here to question Myron Million. He has way more experience than I do, but just the little bit of knowledge I have, week 1 that was a stretch.
I feel you, but So let's clear something up because I thought it was a 4 to 8 week injury, not in NFL weeks, not coming back in week 4. Like it was 4 weeks from the time he got hurt. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you have 2 injuries. You have 2 injuries, not 1 injury.
Right. No, I'm just saying. Like I think there's some confusion of when we say 4 to 8 weeks, like we think NFL like NFL weeks, like week 1, week 2, week 3, but it's 4 to 8 weeks from the time he got hurt. So I thought he was in that range.
It was only 4 weeks.
I don't know. I don't know. Hell, I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
It's only been 4 weeks. He's 300-something pounds. You usually go conservative. I thought it would be on the 8-week end, 6 to 8 week end, just originally off the bat.
Look.
But to me, it felt rushed.
It may have been, but at the end of the day,
that was my only big concern. Other than that, I think the offense will come. The defense is playing great. Pep looked a little old now.
He did look old out there, fam.
He looked a little old.
He did. I ain't want to say it. I ain't want to say it because we don't
I'm not trying to disrespect him. Yeah, absolutely not. I'm just evaluating what I saw.
No, I agree. I agree with you. And just to be clear, we don't disrespect Panther legends on this podcast. But Pep, fam, he did look a little older. He had about he almost had a couple sacks, but he looked old. He does look old. But to his credit though, he didn't do anything in training camp. He didn't do anything in preseason. This was his literally first game, so we'll give him some time.
My man been come around with time. Yeah, man, I can't be too mad at that.
Yeah, nah, not at all. But we don't disrespect Panther legends on this podcast. So Pep, you do what you gotta do, fam. Take your time, bro. But that's all you got.
That's all I got for y'all. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe.
All right, Jason.
Yeah, man, you stay safe, man, because y'all about to get some weather.
You gotta be careful out here in these Carolina streets with all this weather coming.
Y'all about to get this weather.
But all right, the phone lines are open. I think we'll hang out for a couple more minutes. There's nobody on the line, so if you want to call in, you got time. A couple more minutes.
I'm looking at this Jet score, and I'm like, at first I was like, I think I'll be all right. And now I'm like, good grief. Sam Darnold is taking it to these dudes, man.
Yeah, so Dave, I got a question. How many guys are actually active on game day?
46.
Yeah, it's 40 something, right? So not everybody on the active roster is actually active. Okay, so Haynes, Obata, nothing happened to them. It's just that they are inactive. You have to scratch some guys. That's just the nature of the NFL. Not everybody suits up. Okay?
There's been talks of changing that, but that hasn't happened yet.
So Haynes he just didn't dress. That's what happens. Not everybody's gonna dress. 40 some odd guys dress. I don't know the number.
Yeah, it's like either 46 or 47. Let me verify.
But yeah, but man, yeah, I'm a chill. Y'all, everybody telling me to chill on DJ Moore. I'm a chill. I just hate it. Oh.
5-4.
What's poppin', bro? Hello? There you go. What's up, man? Hello? Can't hear you.
What's going on, man?
5-4. What's poppin'?
Oh, nothing much. It's G. How you doing?
G, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Oh, nothing much. So forgive me if anybody has asked this question already, because I got on kind of late. Should there be any concern about Luke Kuechly?
No.
You want to talk about that, man.
I'm not concerned, man. I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. I was worried when he got hurt, but then he came back. So I'm not worried anymore.
We don't disrespect Panther legends on this podcast.
No, it's about the injury.
I know, but Dave, I'm concerned, B.
Nah, man.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned about Luke, fam.
He have a concussion.
No, it's not about concussions. It's injuries in general, B.
But that would have made me concerned. If he had another concussion, I would have been concerned. When I saw the injury and I saw it wasn't a concussion, I was like, all right, it wasn't a concussion. So it might not be major. And then he came back, and I was like, he's back. We're good.
I mean, he's a monster, though. He was tired. He was tired. And he's a monster, man, but yeah, I think 13 tackles, which is crazy. And I think Sean Lee had like 1. That's shout out
not the
shout out
elite
to Skip.
Sean Lee.
Shout out to Skip. But nah, man. Yeah, I'm a little concerned to answer your question, because I mean he's getting hit. He's throwing himself around out there. It's just like, man, just every time he hits somebody, I just kind of cringe a little bit. So I'm concerned about his long-term health, man. I'm concerned. As long as he's out there, he's looking good. I'm good. But he's a linebacker. He's damn near in on every play. All it takes is one. All it takes is one, man. It's just a little nerve-wracking, fam. It's a little nerve-wracking. You got anything else, Dave, on that question? You got any more questions?
Nah, I mean,
you good?
I'm not nervous about Luke. When he came back, I felt great. Stafford didn't get benched. They're getting destroyed, so they're saving him.
All right, G, you got any more questions?
I think I had one more too. I
Shoot.
remember Vernon Butler went out the game too. So is he fine? Or
Yeah, he came back in. He's fine. He came back in. Yeah. It seemed like he get hurt every game too. He another one. He get hurt every game, fam. No, seriously, I'm not trying to joke. I can disrespect him. He's not a Panther legend, but he get hurt every game. For real.
It's like you got the Panther legend barometer.
Yo, definitely. I definitely have a. It's a clear barometer. It's very clear. It's very clear. There's a certain guys that we don't talk about, but he's fair game. All right. Sorry, we got another call. We got to move on. G. I appreciate your call, fam.
Appreciate you calling, bro.
Anytime.
Yeah.
704 was popping. Hold on. There you go. What's good, 704?
What's up, y'all?
What up?
What's going on, man?
I was trying to see what y'all think of Cap, man. How was his play?
I gotta watch the film, man. Listen, Cap get drugged. He gets drugged in the chat cast. Y'all like dragging Cap. I think he had a pass interference call or something like that on him, but I really didn't see him get burnt per se. But I wasn't really watching like that. I don't know. To be honest, I can't even answer that question because I didn't really watch him. All I know is that pass interference call. But he was there on that fumble recovery at the end of the game, so you gotta give him credit for that. But I really don't know. That's a great question, Dave. You got anything on Cap?
I mean, I guess he was okay. I mean, he had 2 tackles. I mean, he was okay. He's definitely the slot guy, so we can go ahead and end the speculation there about where he's gonna be. And I think most folks should be glad that he's the slot guy. I'll be curious to see how it goes next week. Next week is going to be a truer test of the receiver core next week. Next week's going to be it.
Yeah, you don't get too much better than what the Falcons have. So secondary is going to be tested. But yeah, I don't have much on Cap, and until I probably watch the film Thursday or Friday, and I'm going to do some film review videos, and we'll take it from there. If I can catch Cap doing something he shouldn't be doing. But I don't know. I guess a great question. I didn't really watch Cap like that.
Okay, and do you think Bird got hurt? Didn't Bird get hurt?
Man, you know what? That's a great question because he's another one we just don't disrespect Amir Bird on this podcast. But he had an excellent punt. Before we bring anything up, we got to bring up that punt return because that was a very good punt return. And then all of a sudden DJ Moore is returning punts, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I think Bird did get banged up. I didn't hear anything about it. He wasn't on that injury report list. I think he might just got a small injury, which is a concern. It's a concern. He's got to stay healthy. But we don't disrespect Amir Bird. He's good. He's fine.
All right, man. I appreciate it, y'all.
All right, man. Thanks.
Have a good one, man.
All right. That being said, I think that was great, guys. That was great. Give yourselves a round of applause there. That was great. You guys called in. You showed up. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all showed up. Shout out to the chat cats, man. Y'all actually called in this time.
To keep the lines open. We appreciate that.
Yeah, man. That's a fun segment. It's good hearing from y'all, man. But Dave, you got anything else on this game? It's a good win, 16-8. But the true test comes next week, and we're not gonna talk about it on this episode. But we're going to talk about it next episode, which is going to happen this week on Wednesday. It's on Wednesday. So join us on Wednesday. I think from here on out, if we can sustain it, we're going to go 2 times a week, just to give you all the content, and look for some film breakdown videos coming probably this weekend. But yeah, we got the Falcons coming up. Dave, what's your early impressions, man? Falcons, Panthers in the Georgia Dome.
They're gonna be mad.
You'll be there.
Yeah, I will be there. I plan on being there. I'm gonna be in the section with the Roaring Riot. So the Falcons are probably angry. Their offense didn't look that good, other than who. So overall, I think we have a shot to beat these guys. I believe I picked us to lose preseason.
Yeah, I think I picked them to lose as well. But
I think with the way that the defense is played, and it's going to give Dante Jackson and James Bradbury a true test. And I'll be curious to see how Julio plays. But there's one thing I noticed with Atlanta, and that's they still can't execute in the red zone to save their life.
Yeah, and that plays right into our hands because we are a bend but don't break defense. Similarly to what the Eagles were. We're going to give up some yards underneath, but getting in the end zone is a whole nother story. But yeah, I agree. With Keanu Neal out, that's a huge blow for them because he came up in the red zone. That's a huge, like a really big, like we talk about, some people like to say safeties aren't important, but they're going to miss him on Sunday, especially in run support because he was all in the box. Pause. He played up a lot and was a run stopper. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Hopefully Norv was saving DJ Moore for this moment. And hopefully DJ Moore is unleashed, Dave. Unleash him, in the words of Skip. Unleash DJ Moore, please.
If they don't unleash him, man, I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, if he only on the field 25% of the snaps next week, I can't promise y'all what I'm going to do next week. But all right, that being said, Dave, you got anything else?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm ready to go watch the Rams and the Raiders until I fall asleep.
All right, peace out, peeps. We'll see y'all on the next one. This was fun.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Peace out, peeps.